right, y'all. We're going to get right into this message. This is going to be a collective tarot spread. So we're going to see what the energy is for you all. Before I tap into humanity's clock of tomorrow. Just had to say it that way. Something about that. Greetings, y'all. Greetings, beloved. Greetings. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, thank you, Mama Universe and Papa Universe. You already know the vibes. We ain't got to do that every time because we always connected forevermore, eternally, externally, internally, whatever, eternally, internally, however you want to listen. We here. Don't forget to like the video upon entering. Sage yourself, wash your hands by liking the video. You already know the vibes. Okay. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Greetings, my love. So, let me see what the moon card's talking about. This is a message for you. I just want to see what the energy is for y'all at this moment. Okay. Because it's about that shift in energy to really get to it. You feel me? Let's get to it then. It's just 133. What's the message here for the collective? Don't let you secret. The energy is speaking of the end to a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Cancer. We're approaching a full moon in Scorpio. It sure would. It sure would be bringing in the end to a tough cycle. Because if we are approaching the full moon in Scorpio, the full moon in Taurus, Taurus started the eclipse season. Ooh, shit. Now, that's during Scorpio season. And Scorpio is a south node at this moment, releasing all toxicity out of your life to bring you to an end to a tough cycle that is that which is approaching you. The end to a tough cycle is approaching you due to the way the planets are positioning themselves. All of the aspects are positioning themselves. All of the objects are positioning themselves. The asteroids, everything. As above, so below, as within, in connection to what is above, so without. The end to a tough cycle approaches. I'm telling you about this conclusion right here. This is the card of conclusions or within reach, and this is the second time that this card comes out in reverse, and this is a full moon eclipse card. The first card you guys, a full moon in Capricorn, which speaks of the end to a tough cycle approaches here. Now, let's make this easy for ourselves, shall we? Let's do this. Let's do this right quick. Let me see something. The final lunar eclipse would be in the sign of Taurus, November 8th. Just spoke about that. And this is what comes out. Okay. Give me a second. Wow. Wow. Okay. So here's the thing. This energy right here, this is something you've always known though. And the way I just express myself is exactly something to that effect that you're either be doing physically, mentally, or emotionally, spiritually. Everything you just saw me do just then is going to be like, huh, okay, okay. That same thing is something you used to complain about day in and day out. Now, whenever you file a complaint about something, when it comes to your normal life, you're complaining about it because you have gotten or reached a point of being tired of it. So you want to see something change. I'll let the stars talk to you. What is this conclusion that is now right in front of them as far as conclusions being within reach? Now they are without the collective, meaning with them, but in the physical outside of them. What does this mean here for the collective? Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit is being built upon. Isn't this where Mars is now? What have we been speaking of this entire transit of Mars and Gemini? Be careful with your words, right? It's literally, look at him. Be careful with your choice of words, literally. Especially when you're in a space of the collective. The letter G is popping through here and info. This is giving me an image of the movie Interstellar, where you realize that everything he's doing throughout the entire movie is his higher self from a space of wisdom directing each and every move that he is taking in what is considered to be a now moment. That is the perfect movie when it comes to your imagination. As it will be something that you have an opportunity to see while you're awake. Conclusions are with the collective right in front of their face for them to grab. And this is connecting to the part of your personality that has to do with your physical energy, drive, and fighting spirit. Now, this card is giving me the energy of a fighting spirit. This one right here, because as I'm shuffling the cards, this motherfucker right here was like, we're gonna take you out. It's a planet too. It's another planet. Damn, this motherfucker went way all the way over there. Okay. Somebody in here got to make a decision about your current relationship, because we got Mars in the 7th house coming out here. Along with the moon. I'm not even going to sit here and do that type of intuitive reading. I'm going to let the cards speak to you, and I'm going to tell you what the message is. Because with Mars in the 7th house, any of you that are born with this placement and you're thinking of marriage, this is an energy that carries more than one marriage. Okay. And some of you have these bouts of depression or anxiety. I'm not your doctor. Just got to put that out there. I'm just letting you know what the message is based on the energy here. So, as far as Mars in the 7th house is concerned, if you have that in your natal placement, as far as your natal chart, you're going to be married more than one time. The fact that the moon card is coming out, and then you have the end to a tough cycle approaches. These two, the moon, which is the ruler of Cancer, and you have Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. These two are polar opposites. Now, there's this balance that happens when it comes to your ability to use your own authority, to be able to manage this energy of having to go through a particular cycle that is going to connect you to what this looks like in your physical reality. So this is like a story that was pre-written. You're the actor, actress, and this is the script that you're being given. It is up to you to play that role. However, the fact that we use the word play, that's connected to 5th house Leo energy, which is connecting to your willpower. It definitely speaks of you can choose to go through a journey in life to be married more than once, or you actually handle your journey in a way to prevent yourself from having to do that more than once. So that's the beauty of, see, that's what guidance is. For instance, I'm not here to tell you what your gift is. I'm here to guide you through those questions that you ask yourself, that you won't be able to have a conversation, let's say, with the general public or those that you are constantly around, that you would expect to be able to have these particular conversations so you can get to the bottom of it. Again, coming down to free will, that's also a choice as to what it is that you surround yourself with. And I feel like that would be the biggest lesson of Mars in the 7th house. Because it generally speaks of multiple marriages. But why would you have to? Unless someone transitions, that's a different story. You know what I'm I'm saying? But that's a lesson of karma in general. We are definitely approaching this new moon in Libra like nobody's business. Moon, seventh house, Libra. New moon and Libra at 2 degrees. So I'm going to pull some cards, some tarot. Here we go. Welcome, y'all. Reconciliation. The Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is Mercury energy. What? See, these are 13 cups. And it's only giving me, this energy is beautiful, but it's giving me Pluto, Scorpio energy, the end to something. The way these other messages are coming out. The end to a tough cycle approaches. Conclusions are within reach was in reverse. This is definitely bringing forth a new beginning, because after this would be the Ace of Cups. It's a refresher. It's definitely been a long time coming for the sun to come out here. What's under that though? A lot of juggling has been happening here. And this is Jupiter in Capricorn, which speaks of having to build endurance to get to your way of happiness. Yeah, there's that. Let me clarify this with this other deck. What's the Three of Cups with the Ten of Cups? What's the Three of Cups with the Ten of Cups? What's the Three of Cups with the Ten of Cups? Oh, this is definitely a rebirth of a whole different type of cycle. This is going from a queen to an empress for sure, because you know your core values. She's holding the entire symbol of Venus. It's like you got your hands on what it is that you value now. That which was within is now without you. You see the core value she's holding in her fucking hands. 10:33. Divine guidance surrounds you now. And then you got the Two of Cups with the North Node symbol. But there has to be a connection to the mind's eye, the eye of the soul, to be able to have this divine partnership. This is also the card of Venus in Cancer. With 13 cups, if we're speaking of a rebirth, of being in the womb, it is up to the controller of that incubator as to what happens to you throughout those 9 months before you enter a new phase in life or another transformation in life. Because you go through a death process between the moment that you are being birthed through the birth canal, and you enter into this realm in the physical. Feel me? Although you are already becoming a physical being, but you go through all of the elements while you're in the womb. It's damn sure 10 o'clock. This is when I get like this. No. I'm going to see what's going to come out after this Empress card. I'm just letting the energy read for itself at this point. Letting the energy read for itself. Gonna go to the moon deck. New moon in Sagittarius. An opportunity is approaching you, based on what you've been preparing for. That can go any which way now. Because the universe is going to end a tough cycle for you. But it's only going to end a tough cycle that you're preparing, that you're willing to, that you are willing and have been prepared for there to be a new cycle to come from it. This is not just going to happen by you asking without taking the proper steps to show that you are willing and ready for this transformation. See? The bell just rang downstairs. Let me see, 10:45. Nothing will come of this situation. Balance spirituality and practicality. That's explaining what I just said. I don't need to repeat myself. After the Empress card, you have the Two of Pentacles, which is showing up again. But this Two of Pentacles has both feet on the ground. Each foot, rather, on the ground. It was just 2, 3, 4, 5. You can sense whatever this is that's coming towards you because your telepathic communication is connected to a divine water spirit. As you can see. There's something here also about strengthening your legs. Open yourselves up to the understanding of the meridians of your chakras. And do the work that is required of you based on what you're guided to do to strengthen your physical body, to be able to be a house of the energy that you're asking to enter into your life. Use some pretty strong legs here, and that's why that Sagittarius card came out too. Sagittarius rules the hips and the thighs. Okay, If we're talking about the hips and the thighs as far as your body is concerned, your hips is holding the root chakra. Okay? Your hips is holding the root chakra. The hips is also responsible for what happens above and below it. If there's any imbalance within the hips, I see most people have a tendency, let's say this is your hips, right? Right here. And your back is here, your stomach is here. Most women, you see them stand this way so their butt can show more, not realizing that you're putting pressure on your lower back. You can't tell me you're having a Kundalini rising with that type of posture. We're not even going to go there. This is what I mean about highly being observant. In this position, okay, this would be a person that has a tendency to slouch over. You're putting too much stress on your upper back and on your neck, where it's always leaning forward. You're always having these shoulder pains. But if you're balanced out this way, everything above and below has a midsection that is allowing it to flow fluently. If you're pointed this way, it's almost like you're pinching a nerve. Either way. This is what I'm saying. Like, people think working out is just for your body to look good. No, if you're spiritual, you better be working out. Yoga, something. You better be doing something with your body. Because the only thing that's translating to me about you is the same way people have Bibles in their homes and they read it literally. You don't have any knowledge of the spiritual or the soul aspect of that Bible, making you one-dimensional. Carnal as fuck. But we're going to move on with this reading, though. We have the Judgment card right up under here. And under the Judgment card that's showing through is the Ace of Pentacles. It's your call. It's your call. But you're going to have to put everything together. You're going to have to put everything together. That's going to be the highest hurdle of humanity, is the way someone physically looks. Because all you're doing is repeating the cycle by saying, is the first one this and is the first one that'll, because I look like this and it. Keep that shit up. I get it. People have gone through plenty of things. But the way you speak about those energies, all you doing is reliving it. That's what you came here for. To relieve, you came here to relieve everyone from the pain that's connected to you, but you're reliving it. A new cycle's coming through here, though. Sun card came out sideways. It came out sideways on top of these two. Ain't nothing new under the sun. But you see, the way humanity has been operating is making it seem like the sun is below it. The sun's showing out now, huh? The sun moving like Jupiter right now. If it was sun If it was a time for the sun, 24 hours of the day. That's how it would be if the sun was Jupiter. You know, listen to all the information that's out there. That's the beauty of the age of Aquarius. That's why the conclusions are within reach. Constantly is coming out recently in reverse, because it's no longer within you. It's without you. It's showing itself to you. This is no longer a time frame to be ignorant about it. You gotta know what it is that you're looking at. You gotta move accordingly. See. Judgment card still here. Yep. That's exactly it. When you move your body, you're moving the energy around, so it's no longer stagnant. Look at all this information that's out there. The same amount of information that's out there is the same type of download and upload your physical body is having within you. Even if it's not something that you're prepared for, it's going to do it regardless. See what I'm saying? It's like you got to make room for that. This is why I've been telling y'all, make sure you drink a minimum of 32 ounces of water before you go to bed. Squeeze you some limes, put into a glass jar, the same type of glass jar you see me drinking water out of right now. Squeeze some limes and put it in there. Take you a spoon of it at each rising and every night you go to bed. It's great for your skin, and it's going to allow your blood vessels to expand. So that you can make room for these cells that are awakening in you. These are some different cells that's rising up now. These cells allow you to hear everything your heart has to say. When you can hear what your heart has to say, nothing or no one can get in between. I mean, it's the same thing that happens when you're in love with somebody. When you are in love, like true unconditional love with someone, and you got people around you who want to, feel me, want to taint your relationship, it can't happen because of the type of unconditional love you have for your partner and your partnership. But you go through these tests just to see. You feel me? Just to see if this is what you truly made up. See what I'm saying? Anybody can easily go out there and lay up with anybody. Don't mean you love them, though. That's what you're supposed to do, though. You're supposed to have that type of love that you allow yourself to even interact in that manner. You know, a lot of us grew up with that type of perspective differently. And there's certain lessons that you learn throughout doing that. But the key is to learn the lesson, learn from it. Not to keep repeating the shit. If you keep repeating something and you know the shit ain't working and you moving in an insane fashion, your ass better be drinking a minimum of 32 ounces of water every 3 hours. especially if you have access to it. What's this? These two are here, the King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, some of your best strategy right now is to be independent with yourself. That's that new cycle. Now, this could also be a situation where you have gone through that particular cycle, okay? And you have people from your past in Mercury retrograde looking at you as like, damn, kind of move these pieces the wrong way when it comes to the chessboard. They can't even check the mate that they want to be with. Oh, God. We got the Tower coming out. Eight of Wands. There's some communication coming in from that energy. I'm going to just let you know that now. Let me just see what the Tower is. There's communication, all right, coming in. Precise and straight to the point, too. Who is this coming from? We got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Who is this coming from? Oh, shit. Legit. A message, text message, email from a Virgo that's been on this path, the same path you've been on for some of you. Or this could be a message that you're receiving from work that's going to shift your foundation here. Let me see. Let me see what's coming out at the bottom. It's something victorious, something you're definitely going to be happy about, though. This is something, there's communication that's coming in via text message, email, if you allow DMs. That's going to have you reflecting back on the path you've been on. But the reflection has a lot to do with a celebration. Divine timing is at play here. Let's see. The Four of Swords. Is his eyes open? This light's kind of dim. His eyes are closed, but to me, the eyes look open. Something about it. Okay, so there's that. The peep game about the Hermit here and the Four of Swords. This is Jupiter and Libra. And then you have this Virgo energy. Now, the Hermit is holding the lantern, which we normally see the star in this lantern. The star is Aquarius energy. As far as Aquarius energy that you have out here on this table right now is the following. A mental strategy when it comes to the deception and jealousy that you've experienced thus far that allows you to shift your foundation, only for you to come to this space to be able to hear what your heart has to say. This is why the Empress is out here. The Empress is highly spiritual. She's the embodiment of all four queens. Highly spiritual. She would more than likely be the physical representation of the middle or the High Priestess. If the High Priestess is behind a veil or within the veil or the veil. For this Empress that I'm getting right here, this Empress, her High Priestess energy or the High Priestess energy is the veil, which is also a part of them. But as it said already, the conclusions are without reach, without a view, without you. Everything that was within you is already being manifested outside of you. The beauty about what all of that is, or what it may be, is the fact that it's a retrograde season. Because what's showing up in front of you could actually be what's been holding you back from expanding into this version of yourself. Emperor, Empress energy, which is why you're seeing the Sun card come out here in reverse, not reverse, sideways. And you have all of this energy as far as the clarifying cards is the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. And I'm only seeing this as 13 cups. 13 cups will be the Four of Cups, which is the Moon in Cancer. Which is going back to that period of Venus being retrograde. You see her here, right? People play around and you be like, Lord, take the wheel. All right. Your spirit gonna take that wheel and it's gonna turn that motherfucker. You better be prepared to where that shit shifts you to. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. But whenever you reach me, I'm that person. Then when you listen to the messages I have to deliver to you, there's something that you're saying that you're making a joke of, and the universe ain't seeing it that way. The universe is seeing it, oh, okay, this is what you want, so I'm going to give you more of that. Then when it comes to you, you thought you was playing. The universe was not playing with you. It's giving you exactly where your highest vibration is actually, your highest vibration is connected to. So I tell people the universe don't got no sense of humor. We do. In this realm, being humans, we are the ones with the senses. A master of senses is a sensei. When you get to that point, you realize how they move. They're real calm. They don't say much. But you get close and you make the wrong move, that's your ass. Feel me? So there's a transformation between all that is standing under the heart chakra in connection to spirit. And this bridge here, or this rainbow, is also speaking of that high priestess energy, because this card speaks of Mars in Pisces. Basically, the spiritual warrior of the hidden realms, the spiritual warrior that is here to protect you when it comes to anything that has been hidden from you that you have to self-undo yourself from. And this is the card right before the Two of Wands, also marking the spring season. And I keep telling y'all, these cards of the springtime keeps coming out during this mark of the fall equinox. Basically showing me that the collective I'm connected to, you're very unorthodox yourself. You're supposed to be researching a lot of different things. And it's going to change your perception. It's going to make you think that this is something you're supposed to agree with, until you get to a point where you realize there are bits and pieces of every little thing that is connected to me. Not all of it, but bits and pieces that you are designed perfectly to put the puzzle pieces together. But you just can't get stuck on one ideology. The same way when it comes to that you want to change from a past situation, when you go back and with your imagination to change it, you don't get stuck there. You go back there to reevaluate what happened. And that's a tough space to be in. And that's what shadow work literally is. You're going back into a space that hurt you the most to change it around, going through the exact order of events, but changing your responses to it from reaction to a response. Because now you know what's about to happen. You know when it's going to happen. You know when this person's going to do this, and you know when they're going to do that. You know which room they're walking into to get whatever they're going to do. You already know what it is. You got the script. When you going back into your imagination doing that shadow work, 45, is you having that script and doing it your way. Because it's the most authentic person that gets the part. And if you fail to fulfill that mission and you have children, you're going to see it in them too. It's real as shit. You see your children too. Somebody going to have to break that motherfucking cycle. And if you do have children, you also have a choice to change it around by them seeing you move a different way, because there are certain ways that you move that is going to connect them to whatever it is that they're feeling. They may not even express it to you. And they could be triggering you just through their, through their daily lives and what they do. It's not that they're pissed off at you for no reason. No, they got a reason. Most of them, unfortunately, don't even know what the fuck the reason is, because it ain't even for them. It's something that came from you. And for those of you who don't have children yet, this is more than likely why you're a divine being, and the time has come where it's an end to all these karmic children, all these karmic lives. That if you're still battling life, that you're going to be enlisted as a soldier, and until you finish that cycle of your life, depending on who you are, what you're here to do. See, some of you are supposed to have children through that type of energy because they're supposed to help you with that process. So each one has a different, everybody got a different path. This is why it's important to be authentic in what you do, so you can see where you're at. If you're copying somebody else, you're never going to see where you're supposed to be to get to the end of the cycle. Because that's another thing that this 10 of Cups is showing me here. There has to be a healing of this inner child, of the divine masculine and divine feminine, to reach this point where they can come together. See, the masculine and feminine of that inner child aren't used to playing with each other. They don't even know each other, for some. But a lot of the shadow work that you've been going through is allowing you to see that now. See? Gonna get one more card. Don't let pride get in the way. That shit pop right out. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in the way. Let's see here. Let's see what this is connected to. Basically, pride is a byproduct of your ego. Okay. Oh, we got Venus and Mars coming through here. Sheesh. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables, don't let pride get in your way. So some of you are coming to a space in your life where you're going to have everything you ask for and then way more than that. But don't let pride get in your way. This Mars and Gemini energy is very strong for the collective here because it keeps popping up again. So right now, because Mars is going to go retrograde at the end of October, while Mercury is direct. Mercury right now is back in Virgo, so it was in Libra and went right back to Virgo as it's going retrograde. Excuse me. Which is really going to help you to get things in order at your own pace, so don't rush anything. Get what you have to get in order. With Mars and Venus coming out here, 7th house and the moon, what I'm getting from that is that's Aries and Libra right there. So some of you are actually being prepared for the potential of communication that comes in that has all of the energy in the world to distract you, while you also have energies coming towards you to bring you into this Empress energy. Everything's happening at once. It's all happening at once. You know? But you have to be wiser here, and I got you right now. So, as far as today is concerned, Mercury re-entered Virgo, helps you with managing your business and organizing yourself. And we also have the Sun in conjunction to Mercury, which will be active up until the 26th, which will be the day after the new moon in Libra at 2 degrees. But the Sun in conjunction to Mercury makes you, allows you to be mentally alert, a quick thinker. It'll help you with your communication skills. It would be favorable for negotiations. As far as the media is concerned, or writing or speaking, it'll help you with clarity when it comes to your purpose and the path you're choosing based on your purpose. Because when it comes to your purpose, you can take it in so many different lanes, you know. The key is to stay in your motherfucking lane and you don't crash. You feel me? Now, this is also a great time to communicate with people that you wouldn't normally connect with because you feel like you're not prepared to, based on the caliber of that person. The energy is allowing you to step out of that at this time and connect with those people. As far as, let me see, up until the 26th, so as of the 24th tomorrow, which is in a couple minutes here, a few minutes, Venus would be in opposition to Neptune. Some of you could be encountering a partnership when it comes to love, or the elevation of a current partnership when it comes to love, where you're both being seen as this power couple, because we constantly get this fire energy coming through as far as Leo energy is concerned. So that's what I'm seeing is, as long as you're in alignment to your creative willpower, that'll also be connected to your loving partnerships when it comes to a specific person. Okay. And we have the new moon on the 25th, along with Venus in a trine with Pluto, which can bring an intensity when it comes to an attraction to someone. And also, we already spoke about the Sun opposing Jupiter the last few days, just to be mindful of that, which can bring an increase as far as the use of the ego. Now, the other thing is, when does this happen again? Let me see. Venus is going to enter Libra on the 29th, which is a beautiful space for Venus as it is a ruler of Libra. So a lot of beauty is going to come into play when it comes to fashion appearance. Let me see, will Mercury be direct? And it will still be retro, but it'll go direct on the 2nd. Okay. So Mercury will be direct on the 2nd. Give me a second here. Mercury. Give me a second. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so a month from now, Venus goes into Scorpio. So here's the thing I will say about that. From now to that point, if you're reconnecting with someone or connecting with someone new or in your current relationship, make sure you're establishing a new set of boundaries to build a solid foundation. Because when Venus enters Scorpio, if you haven't done that, you're going to be suspicious of the smallest things when it comes to your partner, leading to highly intense insecurities. Okay. So, one thing about a Venus and Scorpio, we can pinpoint that shit out. Sometimes you don't say shit about it, but 56 on the timer. The same one in a dope. But yeah, all I know is that this Libra season is about to be lit. Enjoy it. Do you connect to your spirit guides, your ancestors more than you normally would? Okay. And I'm going to see y'all. Y'all already know the vibes on the next live.